Hey everyone, I am here at Universal Studios Hollywood to connect you to the latest update for Universal Fan Fest Nights, Halloween Horror Nights, City Walk, and more. So with that, let's get right into the video. Construction to the left of the Jurassic Park parking structure is just a dirt lot right now, but we will see what will be coming in this area hopefully in the near future. Construction is happening in front of the Universal Cinema. This is where the old box offices used to be, where you would buy your tickets, right above that beautiful Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein mural. And to the left of Toothsome Chocolate Emporium, they have the old torn down building of iFly. I keep wanting to say Sky High, but that's a movie. So iFly is no more, right next to the Margaritaville and across from the Wetzel's Pretzels. What will be in this spot? No one knows. Escapology, the live escape game, has its sign up. Again, it's going to have spooky escape rooms, adventure escape rooms, family fun escape rooms. It should be a good time. And what's also very odd is the Raider Image NFL store closed. What will be in its place? Who knows? We take another look at Escapology, where the cogs and gears chandelier is being installed, or is now installed. And work continues inside to open. What also I think is new is the locker room by Lids front facade. I don't think it was a screen before, but now it is a nice big screen for you to go into. We also say goodbye to Dongpo Kitchen, and in its place will be Raising Cane's. I'm not the biggest Raising Cane's fan. It's fine. The chicken could be seasoned a little bit better. The sauce is really what makes the chicken tenders, but I think it's I think it will be very busy. I think it will be a crowded new restaurant here in City Walk. Abercrombie and Fitch is out, and instead we are now getting an NBA store. The Lakers are very popular. The Clippers are growing. They're getting quite popular, but will the NBA store be the answer for what City Walk needs? I don't know. And across the way from Antojitos, we're getting the Slice House, which should be opening fairly soon. This took over the donuts, the mini donut shop that was here. I can't really remember what it's called, to be honest. Insomnia Cookies also coming to the City Walk. I don't know if I'm smelling cookies right now, but I'm smelling something. It smells delicious. It's probably Ben & Jerry's waffle cones. Across the way from Hello Kitty and Friends Cafe, it's gonna be the new, I don't know, are these BTS characters? Line Friends Square. Screens are up, they're playing whatever the heck they're playing. This used to be the water massage place. Nothing yet replacing Popcornopolis. We now have pillars up for the Universal Fan Fest nights. We have the left pillar for Back to the Future, center is Star Trek, the right pillar is Dungeons and Dragons, and on the back we have Yoshi, Harry Potter, Jujutsu Kaisen, and One Piece. We will be checking out the merch. Once we get inside them through security, you have these beautiful themed Universal Fan Fest night emblems and banners all the way down the red carpet to the archway where we see this fantastic Universal Fan Fest nights poster with all of the characters that you will be able to experience at the event. Walking into the gates, we now walk down these beautiful flowers and Universal Fan Fest nights shields that adorn the lampposts. It honestly looks really great. To the left, the Wicked photo op is back. This will have Glenda and Elphaba from Wicked doing meet and greets for Universal Fan Fest nights. And then at the Universal Studios store, this is where you could find all of your Fan Fest nights items. So a lot of the Yoshi items will not be found in this store, I believe. That will be found in the Super Nintendo World stores that are scattered throughout the park. To your right, the first thing that will be found is One Piece. I'm still pretty new to One Piece. I'm only at the beginning of season 2. So that's about 60, 70-ish episodes out of over 1,000. So I am very behind. A lot of these characters do not make sense to me right now, but they are very cool. We have this backpack with a drawstring and all that good stuff. We have this cool tank top. You have a Monkey D. Luffy shirt. You have this awesome sweater. I'm not at this point yet, so I don't know the significance of this logo, but I will be getting there soon. It feels super nice. Has the One Piece logo on the side and the One Piece logo on the back. The skull and crossbones. Then you have lanyards. Doesn't look like too much. It's just the skull and crossbones in between the Universal Studios. Seems to be like a little pocket lanyard. Then you have this wanted Monkey D. Luffy bag. It velcros. I'm not going to open that up. And you have a pin set for some of the characters that you can experience in the One Piece show. Next is Jujutsu Kaisen. And I'm gonna be honest, I am awful with names. So the names I don't really know, but he's the main character, I know that. I've gotten through season 1 and Jujutsu Kaisen 0. Yeah, these cool cups. I don't think these go with Jujutsu Kaisen, but they look neat. You have mugs, t-shirts, jackets on the backside. It looks JJK-ish, I think. But over to the right, you have some Jujutsu Kaisen characters. You have some of the cursed items that they use throughout the show. He's one of my favorite characters. You have Divine Dog's jacket, super cool. It is a zip up. Then down here you have keychains of some of the characters. A lanyard. This is actually a very cool lanyard. You have Panda. I remember Panda. I remember his name because he's just a panda. There's Gojo. Man, that's all I remember. I'm sorry. I'm awful with names. I will make sure to have them all down by the time FanFest starts. A little Crunchyroll on the back of the card sleeves. Then an awesome JJK bag down below. Then to end our wall tour, it is Dungeons and Dragons. Again, I have no idea what a lot of these characters' names are. I know Xanathar, I know Vecna, I know the Demogorgon. I think that's all because of Stranger Things for the most part. But you have these cool jackets that like lace up, kind of like in the medieval days. You have rings, necklaces. You have these cool dice sets. You could either get Drizzt, Mimic, Minsk and Boo, Red Dragon. On the other side, you have the Grunge, Mind Flayer, Beholder, which is Xanathar, and Elminster. But you could even get all three variations if you want. The metal-plated resin, the full-color resin, or the monochromatic resin. And these are $25. And it comes with one dice cup and one mini dice set. That's pretty sick. I might buy one of those. You have Xanathar's treasure. You have what, like, could hold a scroll or a map. You have Owl Dog. I'm awful with names. I'm sorry. Teach me down in the comments below what all of these names are. I remember this thing. This was in Dead by Daylight. It would terrify me. It would terrify me every single time. You have D20 earrings, sword, necklaces. Roll a perception check. Roll for intimidation. You have these cool, like, they're not flasks. They're more like test bottles. I don't know. But they're cool, and I like them. Then we go to the middle where I think this Back to the Future merchandise is here pretty much year round. But you have your DeLorean car. You have your Out of Time DeLorean shirt. I think this is a Spirit jersey. It is. Back to the Future. Pretty sick. I like that. Back to the Future shirts, tie-dye shirts, tank tops, sublimated headbands, magnets, license plate. Got your socks if you get cold for your little toesies. Flux capacitors. I don't know what happened to this shirt. Pretty cool shirt. Have your sign, your little die-cast cars. Future Changer. Some pretty sick merchandise for Universal Fan Fest nights. I might be getting a lot of One Piece. I might be getting a lot of Jujutsu Kaisen. And I might be getting a lot of Dungeons and Dragons. That's for sure. Now this is cool in the Illumination store. It's the same merchandise as the merchandise I just showed you, but this display is freaking awesome. And across the way from the Wicked meet and greet location, you do have Hollywood and Dine, which is, for right now, the Wicked Eatery, where you could get your Wicked food, your bewitching bacon burger, your grilltastical chicken wrap, roastified corn flatbread, so on and so forth. but this will turn into Quark's Cafe for Star Trek. And across from Quark's Cafe for Star Trek, we're going to be having the 10 Forward bar. It looks pretty cool in there. I'm not a big drinker, so I probably won't be spending much or any time in this area. I know One Piece Grand Pirate Gathering is down there, but we're going to be making a left towards the entrance of Star Trek Red Alert. So Star Trek Red Alert will be where the Walking Dead attraction used to be. I'm trying not to watch any of the videos that spoiled some of the walkthroughs, but this is where it's going to be. So the Central Plaza area doesn't seem to be specifically One Piece themed. It's going to be just the main hub for Universal Fan Fest nights. Walking straight into the park, straight ahead you see One Piece Grand Pirate Gathering. Here we have a meet and greet location for One Piece. You have the East Blue backdrop, a bunch of maps made by Nami. It looks great. Walking through here, you have a bunch of crates and pillars setting up. Over on the other side of the plaza, the Universal Plaza, you have another meet and greet location. And then on the other side, you have a most wanted photo op location. You could be your own wanted poster. Sanji, Luffy, Nami, Zoro, Usopp, and then you could join their pirate crew. Then over at Cocina Mexicana, we have Sanji's Galley. Food for Sanji's Galley will only be served during FanFest nights. During the day, it will just be Cocina Mexicana food. You have Sanji right there. You have Sanji's Skull and Crossbones right here. Another Skull and Crossbones on the other side. But Kung Fu Panda Adventure will be home to Jujutsu Kaisen, Hunger of the Curse. This attraction was at Universal Studios Japan in Japanese. It will now be dubbed in English for us to enjoy, and that will be taking place inside of the DreamWorks Theater. I'm super excited to see what it is all about. I also just wanted to show off my Jujutsu Kaisen shirt that I got from Tino Evil. It's pretty sick. I like it. Too bad it's cold out, or else I'd be wearing this. It's not too bad right now. I guess I could wear it. We're losing the sweater for a bit. We're going into DreamWorks Theater to see if anything is set up for the Jujutsu Kaisen attraction that will be taking over this spot. Nothing yet to show that Jujutsu Kaisen will be in this area. Jujutsu Kaisen concessions will be at this stall. Again, it will only be served during the event. It won't be served to you during regular park hours. Inside of Hogsmeade, or the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, this is where you can meet some magical creatures, from Nifflers to dragons and more. Then over at the Three Broomsticks, you will be able to enjoy a 3-course meal. Then over on Hogwarts Castle, we are going to be getting Hogwarts Always, which is a new projection show that I'm super excited to check out. Now we are heading over to the Universal Studio Tour to see if we could see any construction on New York Street for Back to the Future Destination Hill Valley.
Backlot. This is where we what we call our Metropolitan sets or Metro sets. We film the big stuff out here, exterior scenes on a grand scale.
Here we have a photo op location at the end of the studio tour. of the clock tower. We now head over to Mel's Diner, which will be a Back to the Future themed eatery. It will be having lots of food like these. Down on the lower lot, we have a stage that looks like a DJ will be there to play some music. People can dance the night away if they want to. To the left of Jurassic World, where the Weekend Bar was, and the Stranger Things, all that stuff. You have the Dungeons and Dragons, the First Scroll Tavern. So what's interesting about Dungeons and Dragons is for the Horror Nights mazes, you usually enter the left side and head down to the soundstage, because that's where the Horror Nights houses are, back behind that soundstage. But the sign is to the right, and that is where you would enter, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Exorcist Believer, the mazes that were in that area. So it's kind of weird that Dungeons and Dragons is going to be having you enter through this side and then go around to the soundstage. So my question with Super Nintendo World is, are we going to have a physical Yoshi meet and greet? Is it going to be virtual through screens? Where is this projection show going to be? I don't know. So through the land, there's supposed to be eggs hidden, and we're supposed to find them to meet a different colored Yoshi, and so on and so forth. But are they going to be physical eggs? Are they going to be virtual eggs? Are they going to be in the app? I don't know. There's Yoshi right there. It looks to be officially finished. All track is in for Fast and the Furious Hollywood Drift. This thing is going to be insane. There's a little swoop-de-doo right there, goes down, goes through this corkscrew, goes around, goes up right there, and then it does this weird freaking Humpty Dumpty part, and then goes all the way over there to make it through that portion. And then it's gonna launch, you all the way down and up through that weird corkscrew. I think, I'm not sure. As much as I don't want to admit this, I think this coaster is going to make me very nauseous. But am I going to get on it? You could bet your family on it. Here is a look at the warehouse for Fast and the Furious Hollywood Drift. This is going to be a crazy ride. This warehouse is looking awesome. It is going to be quite weird walking out of Hogsmeade and then all of a sudden, well, you can see it in here, but there's a giant Fast and the Furious warehouse right in front of you. It doesn't hurt the theming too much, but I will say when they demolished the special effects soundstage, the sunset when you would be leaving here was pretty freaking cool. And to the left of Krusty Land and the Simpsons ride, we have the lower lot with the giant roller coaster track looming above. That looks insane. Here's a look at Fast and the Furious Hollywood Drift from the Starway. I think it's going to go around and up and down and then down through that section of the coaster, obviously. But I think it will go. Yeah, that looks about right. Because there is no way it could go from there and then up around here without a launch. This is going to be one insane roller coaster.
We are officially leaving the theme park behind now, taking you deep into the heart of the studio.
Here
We make
is a
movies,
look
TV
from
shows,
the
commercials,
tram
reality
of the
competitions,
Fast
music
and
videos,
Furious
game shows,
Hollywood Drift.
each and every day. I can prove that we're leaving the theme park behind. If you take a look to your right-hand side, you're going to see this escalator going down to the lower lot, going back up to the upper lot, this giant structure. And we're actually detaching from the theme park to take you deep into the heart of the studio. We've got about 400 acres of property we're going to be exploring today. We've also filmed projects like Oppenheimer out here, the Best Picture winner, which you can see streaming on Peacock. They filmed the Oval Office scenes in one of our sound stages. But that being said, I do have a couple of important dates I want to share with you here on the tour, kind of for the Universal history. March 15th, 1915, the day that Universal Studios Hollywood opened to the public. We just celebrated our 110th anniversary. July 15th of 1964, the studio tour was the first studio tour ever going out. We just had our 60th anniversary of the studio tour. And the most important date for the tour here is January 10th.
We can do it all in one night. We're going to be doing this for several nights through the month of April. And
January 10th is in fact my birthday. Coming up on your right-hand side, Fire Station 51. Y'all give it up for our firefighters. Yeah, our true heroes keeping us safe each and every day. Now, believe it or not, y'all, that is actually a real working fire station. Completely working firefighters, fire trucks, fire gadgets.
I don't know if it's because of the somewhat wind or if it's because of Halloween Horror Nights, but it kind of looks like this area is getting cleared out a little bit. This area used to be all filled with tables, so maybe they're going to be starting on Halloween Horror Nights in the near future. To the left of Mel's Diner. We now take a look at the tent that is set up in H lot. This is one of two. You can see over there part of the second house in the H lot. It looks like floor plan is being set up and construction or vertical construction should be going any day now. Tents are starting to pop up for Halloween Horror Nights. We have a tent for the Mummy Queue, which will be very interesting with the construction that is happening right along the hillside. We have wood right in front of the Mummy tent to be ready to be set up for the Halloween Horror Nights house. Nothing yet to see if there's any layout going on. We also have another tent set up at the T-pad, and layout is going down, wood is going inverted. We will see what this will be in the near future, hopefully, and I hope it is not a repeat house.
Easter eggs on this property. It's a lot of fun moving here and seeing these Easter eggs. You only know about if you work here or you're taking a tour like right now. Have your cameras ready because coming up on your right, there's Easter eggs. See if you think like bananas. They're life-size too. Jump into the tram.
So I think that's going to do it for us here at Universal Studios Hollywood today. Very overwhelmed with all of the construction, all the projects going on from FanFest, Halloween Horror Nights, City Walk, Fast and the Furious, Hollywood Drift roller coaster. Just so much is happening right now. Very overwhelming, so I apologize if I missed anything. If I did miss anything, please let me know down in the comments. I will try and get to it the next time I am at the park. But am I excited for FanFest nights? Heck yes. Am I excited for Halloween Horror Nights and all the construction that is happening? Heck yes. Am I excited for City Walk and all of the changes that are coming? I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited for some of the things, but Only time will tell. So with that, I will see you all in the next video. Leave a like, comment down below what you would like to see next time if I missed anything. And with that, I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.